When I first gained consciousness, I realized that I'm lying flat on my back on a large sheet of metal. The heat is intense. It pierces my back, my neck, my head. It's difficult to catch my breath and impossible to cry for help. I'm not tied or chained to the surface, but somehow gravity is preventing me from pulling myself free. I can't summon the strength. All I can do is lie there. I'm in a large, dark, metallic room. There's one large rectangular window high above my head. There's movement on the other side of the window. I can barely see two large figures lurking on the other side. They drift in and out of view through the window. I can only imagine what they are doing. I become aware that there are others around me. They too are stuck to this searing metallic surface. They say nothing. No protests, no cries for help. We lie there in silence. I can only lie there and wonder what is in store. I hear a deafening grinding sound, the sound of a hinge slowly opening. The metallic room has a massive door. It creaks open and one of the figures appears in the giant chasm. They reach into the huge open space with a large protective covering enveloping their hand. The giant figure lifts the metal sheet and we are all carried into a huge chasm of blinding light. The sheet comes to rest on a larger, flat surface with a slight bump. It's clear these lumbering beasts aren't intent on killing us. At least not yet. We are scooped off the metal surface and carried through the air, only to come to rest on a large, flat expanse. Then they disappear. They let us lie there for a long time. I feel the cool air lowering my core temperature until my body loses its soft consistency and becomes firmer, harder. After a time, I see the large creatures return. I can see that these beings are elderly helpmates, one male, one female. Both have old, wrinkled faces, quivering hands. They move about, inspecting us. They gaze at me, considering me. I sense a smile on the face of the old man. He reaches for me. The old woman slaps his hand. "Not yet," she says. "Let them cool." They move on to consider the others. I notice that as my body has become firmer, I slowly gain the ability to move. First my arms, then my legs. Then I can move my neck and head. I can see the looming beings are distracted, unaware of me. I glance around me and I can see that it is some kind of food preparation area. There are huge bowls next to measuring cups. A strange white substance is scattered across the surface. I sense I don't have much time. I pull myself to my feet. I look around me, and I can see that I'm on top of some huge platform with 4 large legs that extend down to the ground. Now is my chance. I look up, and I see a large opening in this huge room. I see green grass and clear blue sky. I make my move. I begin running and leap off the large surface and fall towards the ground. I land with a thud, pull myself up onto my feet. I run for the green grass and blue sky. Behind me, I can hear the lumbering creatures scream and start to chase me. I reach the door and make my way to the large cement platform with several giant steps leading away from the large structure. The lawn is littered with giant gnomes and metallic chairs with green web seats. A broken fence lies between me and the dirt road. If I want to make it out of this compound alive, I have to run for my life. My legs pump with a steady rhythm. My heart pounds. I can hear the lumbering creatures gaining ground behind me. The old woman cries, "Come back, gingerbread man." I run. I make good time. And soon I can see a large gravel road stretch out before me. I I turn onto a dusty dirt road and begin to head away from this compound. I can hear them wheezing as they pursue me. I start to feel confident in my chances for escape, and out of hubris, I shout out a challenge, a taunt, really, to these wizened captors. I shout out to them that I'd run as fast as I can. They'd never catch me. I am the Gingerbread Man. Along the road is a rickety, poorly built fence. On the other side, I can see an enormous pigsty. In the center of this mud-caked pen is a gigantic sow. It is covered from head to foot in mud. She sees me and begins to grunt. The sow begins to gallop toward the fence, heading in my direction. Her intentions are clear. Slow down, she bellows. I just want to talk to you. I don't break my stride, but I shout out again that I would run as fast as I could, and that she'll never catch me. As I pass the sty, the sow leaps the rickety fence and lands on the dirt road with a thunderous, guttural huffing and puffing. The sow is winded at first, but quickly regains her strength. Soon I can hear its hooves pounding the gravel, racing toward me. The three of them are in close pursuit. There is no way I can stop now. I run further down the winding dirt road. I encounter a snarling dog thrusting its head out of its clapboard house. He has sharp canine teeth and hunger in his eyes. He is much faster than the others. He gives close chase, yet I am so confident I shout out taunts to him as well. He will never catch me. I am the Gingerbread Man. I round the corner of the dirt road. I begin to put some distance between my pursuers and me. I furtively look for a way to evade this growing mob. The thick underbrush along the dirt road makes the chance of ducking for cover and hiding a sheer impossibility. All I can do is run. I run on and on. I begin to gain headway in my lead. I encounter a horse and a cow. They watch me intently as I run past their pasture. They call out to me as the others had. I taunt them as I had the others. I run and run. My chest feels as if it will burst. Behind me I can hear a horse leaping the fence while the cow crashes through it. Soon their mighty hooves begin a fierce, steady rhythm heading in my direction. They are leading my pack of pursuers. I press on. I run as fast as I possibly can. The moment comes when I need to stop. My lungs, made mostly of moist ginger, betray me. I can't breathe. This is it for me. I have to find a place to rest, to hide, or I will be dead. Soon I will be crushed by enormous hooves and then ripped to shreds by savage, razor-sharp teeth. There's nowhere to hide. I focus my mind on putting distance between the savage mob and me. It works. I'm getting away. My legs ache and my heart pounds, but I run on. Until I reach the banks of the river. The current is swift and strong. I am trapped. Soon I will be dead. Hello, Gingerbread Man. I turn around. He is a huge red fox with an enormous tail. He has glistening white razor-sharp teeth. He emerges from the wood thicket. He is as radiant as he is ominous. I become enraged with frustration. I taunt him as I had the others. He will not catch me. I am the Gingerbread Man. I hear my words ring false in the air. But Gingerbread Man, he says, I am your friend. I only want to help you. I turn around and see the thundering mob approaching. Time is short. He wades into the river, holding out his tail. He flattens his back. Here, climb on my tail, he says. I will carry you across the river. You will be safe on the other side. I hear the mob nearing the edge of the river. I must decide. I leap onto his tail. He pushes off from shore out into the river. I hold onto his tail as he swims out into the middle of the river. The water rises all around me. Gingerbread Man, crawl on my back. You will be dry there. I climb onto his back. Even so, the water continues to rise. Gingerbread Man, Crawl on my head. You will be dry there. I crawl onto his head. Even so, the water continues to rise.